Welcome to another Telltale Books video. I'm Greg and I'm going to continue my Judith Merril series, one of the earliest female authors and also an amazingly great editor in the science fiction field. Did a long series of science fiction anthologies. This will be her fifth published story. She didn't publish a huge amount of fiction, only a total of 36 that I know of. And this is number 5. It's titled Survival Ship. Survival Ship was published in January of 1951 in Worlds Beyond magazine, one of the shorter-lived 1950s science fiction startup magazines. In Survival Ship, you have 24 people who are chosen to crew a ship going to Sirius in the hopes of finding a new home for mankind. Earth is in distress and people need to leave. They need to find a new home to continue the human race. So they build the ship and they head it and they send it there. And they send just enough people to get a start there, and they intend to come back for more people. But for now, it's just this ship. So they go. I got to be careful with the synopsis because this is one of those 1950s short twist ending stories that I can really ruin it for you. Suffice to say that this typical style of short story in the 1950s, in this particular example, you have a very definite feminist twist to it that, remember this was published in January of 1951. So the specific twist here is fascinating for the time and really sets Judith Merril as one of the first women writers to start hitting home at ideas counter to the typical 1950s housewife view of women. And so this is definitely recommended. The place where I have it, I don't have that issue of Worlds Beyond. I do have the Nesfa Press edition of Home Calling and Other Stories by Judith Merril. This is her complete solo short science fiction in this book. All of her short stories that she wrote by herself, not in collaboration, are in this book. And this book is a brand new book bought from Nesfa Press. Go to their website. You can buy this book. It's not very expensive, but it is an amazing book. A beautiful cover illustration. I forget who did this, sorry. James Warhol, I can see the signature. Beautiful illustration by Warhol. I hope I'm saying that right. This is just an amazing book of a pioneer woman science fiction writer. What more can you want? You should go and buy this book. And they should give me a kickback for constantly pushing. No. I love the story. I'm not giving it a top tail status just because it's a little too short. And so, I just kind of would like it to be a little longer, a little more in depth of what's going on here. Most of the time I like these short little stories with twist endings, and I do like this one, but it just doesn't blow me away. Very good story though. Very recommended story. Very readable today. It's not like one, it's not the stereotype that you hear time and time again of classic science fiction that's dated and you just can't read it anymore. This one is very readable today. It's very feminist, very good story, very well written. And I gotta stop using the word very. So I do recommend this to you. I just feel it falls just a little short of me giving it top tail status, especially since I feel like I've been giving out too much of that. And I need to kind of be more conservative about that. So it's not quite going to make it, but definitely a really, really, really good story. If you like science fiction, if you're feminists, if you love Twilight Zone style short stories, then this story's for you. Survivalship by Judith Merril. And of course, if you read it, leave your comments in the comment section of the video. And otherwise, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and come on back. My next Judith Merril story is titled Woman's Work is Never Done. Probably another feminist story. Come on back for that and all the other Judith Merril, Stephen King, Larry Niven, legends and lattes that we have coming up on Telltale Books.